So we're in search of water on the Thames. We're about just under a mile from the source, and I wasn't really expecting to see water here, but the water basically just travels when it's in high levels. It will just travel across the fields from up there where you can see, and then you kind of get your first inkling of what might be a stream here. Of course, this is dry, but to be expected. So as I say, about 3/4 of a mile from the official source. So no water yet. So let's continue exploring. Okay, so we're just a bit further downstream now, 1.3 miles in, just outside Kemble, and path is going this way, but the river is on our left, or should be on our left. And let's take a look at what we can see. It's down here. So yeah, as expected, completely dry. We weren't really expecting to see any water here under this bridge. So let's carry on down. So 1.3 miles, no water yet. So we've just gone through the village of Ewan. We're 2.5 miles downstream, and this is the state of the river. This is actually close to where I did the broadcast for Radio 5 Live, just a few hundred yards further down. But you can see completely dry. And in fact, I came here a month ago, and water was just starting to appear here, so it's retreated. So yeah, 2.5 miles, still no water. Okay, so we're now about 4 miles into the walk, just approaching Somerford Keynes, which is to our left. You can't see it, but what you can see is that there's still no water. So yeah, here we are, 4 miles in, and let's have a closer look. It's just dry as anything. So we're about 4.5 miles in now, and we're just crossing the river, such as it is. And guess what? It looks like you can see my shadow there, but there is a pool of water just there, tiny pool. And on the other side, going downstream, it's pretty dry. Occasional pool. So we're starting to see bits of water, but really it's very, very dry. Let me just pick up a stone and see how much splash we get. Well, it's just mud really. And then ironically on this side, so we're going to walk down here alongside the river on our left, but on our right is a gravel pit that's turned into a lake, and there's plenty of water in there, but of course they will have dug the gravel to a good depth, so that will be accessing the groundwater. But even there you can see you can see how shallow it is. So we're now at Neighbridge Park, which is 4.9 miles in, and yeah, we have water, but look carefully. Well, firstly, it's not moving, it's completely stagnant. There's no flow here. It's blocked by this slight rise here, and then there's more stagnant water over there. So really, although we can see water, you can't exactly say it's flowing. So I'm going to have to push on and find some more. So we're now in Ashton Keynes. We're about 6.5 miles now, so we've jumped a bit, and still nothing. Just mud down this river. This is the Thames, and it sort of separates these houses from the road, and they have these little bridges, and this is actually the downstream side. Just can't see it quite so well, but look, there's just nothing here. It's just dried out, and it looks like it's been dried for a while. I did meet a couple who were saying that the people in the village have rather welcomed us because it gives them a chance to clear any of the debris that's sort of accumulated, sort of a kind of mudlarking, if you like. So we're going to have to press on, 6.5 miles now. So the Thames Path and the Thames sort of get separated a little bit around about Waterhay, which I describe on our website as inclined to flooding. Well, not much chance of that. Here is the river. The path is sort of going off in another direction, but if you look carefully, just some pockets of water again, but stagnant. And look at that, just try and zoom in there. You can just see that as the dry patch. So we're at 8.1 miles into the path anyway, so the river is probably about the same, and still no water. Well, we're actually not on the Thames Path at the moment. The path gets disconnected from the river a little bit through the water park, but I'm just underneath a place called Hailstone Hill, and this is the Thames. And I suppose, when does stagnant water become a trickle? And I think this is really the first time we've seen it actually flowing. We're about 10 miles downstream now from the official source, so this is probably the best I'm going to get in terms of the start of the river. And let's have a look on the other side of the bridge. It's a lovely spot here. It's a shame the path isn't able to use this, but this is almost better. It's in the shade. Yeah, that is definitely a river. So from here on, we've definitely got a river. So we're looking at about 10 miles that is dry, maybe a little less, somewhere between 8 and 10 miles. So that's really the end. Thanks, bye.